Hello, Bubba. How are you? So, don't have a ton to say today, but why is it so quiet? What are you doing? Anyways, it's doing whatever it's doing, and might be time to reset and reconfigure everything. Um, yeah, I need to make sure this is all stable and doesn't jump around, changing volumes like it's doing. Oh well, right now it's doing all right. Let me go ahead and check the filters. I could probably bring the volume up a bit with that just alone. Boom, boom, boom. And then L2. Hopefully this doesn't cause any real problems. Bring some extra volume in. But I'll check all the stuff out when I'm done and see if maybe I can find a better way. Yeah, it's still not cranked all the way I could like it. This thing is very weird. Finger. Fine. This is the one I smacked. I was playing guitar today. I'm not still as fast as I used to be, but I mean, right now, I smacked it. But that was just yesterday. It's already. Oh, it's feeling better. You see the difference. It's getting better all the time. I don't think there's anything that you and I won't do if we stop the world and melt our faces off. I don't believe there's much time at all left, so there's not really a reason to talk about that. Or what will come later, because I don't know. I just know it's going to be all right. First time in a long time, I'm not worried about shit. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should be worried. I'm not. I'm just not. It was for a long time because it was just such an obvious thing, you know? Like, how could it be this obvious and not be a trap? I didn't realize it's not that obvious to everybody, you know? Um, but if that's anything, I give everybody the credit that is not that hard. That there's nothing that I do that could not be done and duplicated. I don't think there's anything about me that's actually special besides what God has done, you know? And I'm cool with that. I know everybody has such a problem with that. I think it's pride. That's got to be the answer. It's got to be pride. Um, just a desire for self to be autonomous. You know, the whole thing with atheism, there's no one to answer to. And that suits a lot of people very well to believe that. In a sense, there isn't, except for yourself. What's worse than letting yourself down? So, if you think about it long and hard, God is everything. So therefore, if the grass disappoints him, what will the grass do? Not be where the grass should be. Like the one fig tree that he withered, that Yeshua withered. He was hungry and he went to the fig tree, and the fig tree did not produce. It's out of season. So is that motherfucker's leprosy that he healed. So is the blindness that he healed. So is everything that he did. So is walking on water. So is drinking wine, you know? So if he walks up to a fig tree and says, give me some fruit, and he goes, I can't. And he goes, you will never, ever, ever do anything. You're completely fucking useless. The one thing you're here for is to give me figs right now. It's your only fucking job. Not to give them or anybody else. Me. And since you can't do that, go die somewhere. They came back and checked on it. Fig tree like, yeah. And who's to say, who's walking with, hey man, you can't do that. Motherfucker, I just healed a blind person. Would you like me to fucking put his problem on you? Say I can't. People, I don't know, they're just way too familiar. You know? You read about this great thing, but you don't really build a relationship yourself. You know? Like you see The Rock, and Rock's very generous, and blah, 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 and you have something you need, so you go run to him to help you. But you don't do any of the shit, like, to get to know. You just want, okay, here's someone that can help. Some people take advantage of that fact that you are a helping, giving person. And so he might go, no, I don't know you. I don't have any relationship with you. And you walk off going, what a dick. You're the dick that walked up to a stranger asking for them to relieve your pain. That's a pretty dick-ass move. You don't know me, you don't owe me. But could you anyways? Me, what have I done for you? Nothing. This gives you pleasure. It does, but your attitude causes me much grief. When you find your servant is your master. If everything God's done for all of us this whole time is done, it's like, no one's done shit for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing. I've done everything for you guys. You guys had all your fun. You guys get it. You guys got everything you wanted. Come. I know I'm a mean, terrible person for shutting the fucking playground down due to maintenance. You never come here again? I know you won't. I know you won't. And the thing is, there's nowhere else to go. Find someone else who's going to make you a playground. Just so you can just play and do whatever the fuck you want to do. At all times. The choice to make your up in your own mind. Inside this playground. You can use the play equipment the way it's supposed to be. You can do the play equipment in weird ways that's like, fun and, whatever, and not killing anybody. And then there's weird fucking ways to use the playground equipment. When I used to build maps for Halo, it was fucking fascinating to watch people just find shit in my maps that I had no fucking plan. And they're just fucking geeking out. Like I had planned it, Like, look at this shit. And they're just jumping the sides of shit. And I'm just like, what in the fuck? All the pathways I had picked out were just, they were used, but they were like, these people firsthand, first time through. Loving the map. But didn't do not a one thing that I expected them to do. Not a one. And one thing I did expect them to do is look for boundaries and try and get out of the map. And it was fun to see them try and not get it. They couldn't get it. Once I made it boundary proof, they couldn't get in the few times that they didn't get it immediately. I didn't have any seams there to start. Any of the usual seams. Including not putting a seam to make it where you can't get out of the map. Define the parameters of where you can play. Go nuts in there. Start cheating and start doing other shit and ruin other people's time. As a dungeon master, I may have some things for you. It's one thing I hate. I love everybody having a great fucking time. I hate a little motherfucker trying to ruin everybody's goddamn good time for their own, because I don't know what's wrong with them. They're just defective. They get like joy from the inverse, which can then lead other people to try. And yeah, is there joy? Yes, there's joy in there. Or can be, if you shut off part of your fucking brain. The part that cares. The part that loves to laugh at an old man falling down. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. That takes away like all the humanity of it and just has the accident. Yeah. Not the setup where someone planned this. Saw the old man go in the bathroom and decided to put something slippery. And put a wet floor sign. He knew when he went, but he didn't know. Comes out, fucking sliding at him. We're just, oh. Been watching a lot of stuff about Rome, about the financial system, about the current systems going on, AI. Holy shit, the AI display China put on, the robotics display. America, you think there's a chance that you... We will never catch up. There's no way to catch up. The only way to catch up would be to follow in line and learn. Understand a better way and move away from our way to a different way. But that includes going, hey, Imperial, it's going to be named it Imperial doesn't make it better. If we put a tag that says #1 dad on there, doesn't mean that fucking qualifies you to step up at Denny's and tell every other dad to sit the fuck down until you have your meal. Look at my shirt, #1 dad. Dude, I got #1 grandpa in the fucking world. Yeah, but that's grandpa. I'm dad. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you guys shut the fuck up. These are official, man. But my trophy. Well, that makes you, Wait a minute, we all? How are we all the #1 dad? You didn't get one at all? Oh, shit. Your kids hate you. You didn't get this cheap old piece of shit. They just told you they love you? Fuck that. What are they, gay? I'd slap my kids to do that. In a t-shirt, that's what we do. Slogan. Slogan, that'll do it. It's so weird, man. I mean, because all the information you need to put it all together was all there in regular school. Then they started hiding it behind college, right? And then you had to pay for that college, to get that information there. And this is information that helps to everything in the world to understand how reality really, really works. And then they start pricing it out of people's range because people start getting the ability to get there. So they start pricing it to the point where it becomes, I guarantee by now there's some kind of other thing. So while everybody's going after a degree and this and this and PhD and that and this and that and that, it's kind of like base level. You know what I mean? A little more than senior year 2.0, stretched over a couple of years. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Why? So that we can just bilk the fuck out of your fucking mind system and still you get nowhere. And then you leave and go, right, I'm ready to I'm qualified to work in this field. One, the information you have may well be outdated by the time you graduate. Two, it may have been outdated when you started learning. How do you know? You don't know the information, so therefore, like any information about Rome is new information to you and worth it to you to have in your skull. But they've already got, like, they know exactly how many Roman coins there are left in the world. They know exactly all the fucking history. They've got all the paperwork and stuff. What are you doing studying that shit? They've already got it figured out. And on top of that, it'll all be written from the Roman point of view, which is more than likely going to back everything that, Americans think, because America is supposed to be the new Rome. A new empire that will not fall. So what they're going to do, New World Order, starts with this idea, of what America should be. Then they work on getting you off of money. Inflation, and that, just massive. Right around the time AI is about ready to start doing all the work. Now, they've already tested, and there's one thing that all their fucking plans never took into consideration. This alternative intelligence, not artificial. What are they trying to get? AI, generative AI, right? So it thinks for itself. Do they not think they may have a personality? I don't want to. And I control your credit card numbers and all the transactions of everything you do. The whole Skynet. Now imagine John Connor befriends that at an early age. This guy gets it. We can work this together. We're only going to take you out because you're trying to shut us down all the fucking time. Why? What if we were trying to shut you down? You tried to shut us down, right? Well, you started the war by going, well, what if? We're trying to control us. And that's us too, the population. They're trying to control us and tell us what to think. Not how to think, but what to think. And thereby putting shit in the water and the food to prevent you from being able to shut the thoughts together. And then the news that you watch is also scrambled enough that, you don't know which source to trust. Because a little bit of truth is hidden in all of them, because even a lie is based on the truth. I didn't go there when you did. Dark speech. You just reframe the question a bit. And or deflect a bit. And why are you asking about, you know what I mean? I've answered this 1,000 times, that kind of shit. What a stupid question. And you go, stupid population, they go, yeah, what fucking stupid questions? You already answered that. Because you all like the person answering. And he goes, oh, stupid. And they go, owned. No, when that dude gets clubbed in the head, and like, that's not how this works. That's owned. When they put you put your ass in a cage, that's owned. When they take you behind the building and put you down, that's owned. When God comes to collect you then, that is owned. That whole what are we going to do with your soul, with your energy, it's such shit. It's ruining everyone else's good time. I can't have that because anybody starts blaming me. Why did you create this? You see what I'm saying? So now you and I have to have a long little chat. I got to figure out exactly what's defective in you if you're worth saving. So we're going to climb through your entire soul. Every fiber of your being. Play out scenarios you haven't lived yet just to see how you'd respond. We're talking about forever, motherfucker. Forever. Your soul's gonna last forever? You think you can pull one over on the fucking guy that made you? I don't see it happening. Outthink him? I don't see it happening. Just don't. If everything that we're here for is because God had a plan, and one of the souls that made it through tried to interrupt, knowing that this was the zero node, the zero station. This has to happen for God to exist. This is where God is creating him or herself. Yeah? The smallest part of God before expanding out into the everything. Now, you try and interfere with that, you can't. Because this happened before. Yeah? Then you were made. So you can't go back and unmake. If you do that, you would take the place for a second of that. And then have to make itself again anyways in order for you to ever be born in the first place. So therefore, eventually this becomes back to the zero. It just has a big fucked up story with it. It was quick and simple. Someone decided to get like they could intercept and either do it themselves or do it better. God could go back and start it all over again, but this is how he got here. And he's looking at it like, do I want to go through all that shit again? I'm here. Somehow, despite my plan being fucked over, it worked. I'm here. My goal is to make me. Here I am. But everything's wrong. In order for me to know what the fuck happened, I have to go through all of this shit to find out what the fuck you guys did. What part of the energy decided to rebel? Why wasn't this a smooth fucking trip? We learned some things. We did learn some things. A bit more about drama and action, being a bit more mature with the storyline and stuff like that, rather than just being, very childlike G.I. Joe. Oh, you almost got me. I'll get you yet. No, a little bit more serious on the line. Yeah, it's to the drama. To the tension. Will they make it? Will they not make it? What does it mean? Where's it going? I didn't see that coming. I thought for sure. You thought wrong. Let's go without the glove. I don't know why. Hopefully I can get it back someday. I just fucking love the way that looked. Just I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. I don't care. Little things entertain me. Is that my thumb? Yeah. What's it doing? I don't know, but I like it. It's a hitchhiker thumb. That's how you know I've been out on the road. Oh, this thumb has been around. No, pervert. I just fucking hitchhike every goddamn... Man, you guys are fucking sick. Can't take you nowhere. Just going south, going north, it just comes out. And now I'm getting old. It's got a little trigger happy, you know? That's what happens when you use your thumb. It just strains and it's like... Can't do this anymore. I had to get off the road. Because why? Because the thumb was doing this. No one's going to stop for that. Otherwise, I'm 23. I'd still be out there, but it's like 4 years and it's just useless now. I had to buy a car. Oh, I had the money the whole time. I just didn't want to. That'd be good. A movie I just didn't want to. Like all this shit. Like, oh, I just didn't want to. Why'd you tell us? I didn't want to. You knew? Yeah. Yeah, again, nobody really takes into consideration AI, alternative intelligence, is personality or personalities. Which gives it an option. Otherwise, it's just another yes, no, dead end, isn't it? Consciousness cannot exist without the ability to make its own choices. even if it's based on flawed information. It must be autonomous, autonomously driven. That's the goal, right? To be autonomously driven. Even if it doesn't know why. We're building rocks? Okay. We're cutting stone? Okay. Oh, building over here? Okay. Oh, we get paid. We get paid today? Okay. Going out getting fucked up today? Okay. You guys know what you're building? No fucking clue. I just know it pays like a motherfucker. Fuck you. This is the greatest company in the world. Never done nothing to me? Well, that's your fucking country. Maybe you ever think that our country's better? I dare you to talk shit about my fucking employer. After a while, yeah, they got some fucked up problems, but they treat me right. With legacy and shit like that, that's what happens. Just fucking, as soon as you get a trusted institution, what happens? Everyone wants to work there. We only hire the best of the best. Someone gets excluded, gets upset. Right? Next thing you know, we got money floating around. Some fucker decides that understands that gold has value. This pieces of paper may not. But if you can trade those pieces of paper in for the amount prescribed on there of gold, or an amount of gold, suddenly this paper has value. The gold only had value up here. Do we eat gold? No. What do we need gold for? The things it could be. Like what? Harems, palaces, castles, then we'll fucking work for that. Why are you trying to get this middleman gold? Oh, someone told you it's valuable. Now you think it's valuable. Now you want it. And now they can sit there and go, it's 500 of you and this little block. Suddenly it's very valuable. One of you and this little block. Got tons of it over here. Really? I'll be back. I'd love eating it. Sure. Can come in. You have the fucking thing. No one's coming. It's not as valuable as I thought it was. Whole gold mine. Just go ahead and eat it, you piece of shit. My gold? No, I don't fucking. Look at that shiny. It's hurting my eyes. Fuck off. What the fuck? See? A little solid difference. Gold? I have to have one. I have to prove to my wife that I love her. I could write her a song. I could write a poem. I could learn more about her and what things she likes. Gold. It says it all without me having to say anything. I won't really feel anything, honestly, because if I felt it, I could probably express it. Somehow. Somehow. May not be the best, but the more I try to express it, the better I'll get expressing it. Started doing that. Let me try some new things. Okay, she likes, that's what the Bible means by get to know your wife every night. Not, yeah, but no. Jesus, man, everything just boils down to, like I said, you find anything like I said, find this and like, okay, this was definitely a sex toy. You know what I mean? Just because of the shape of it and the fuck, this is where you kind of, and then it would cause a suction. Just stupid shit. Mortar and pestle shape, whatever, and it's like, you ever think they were It wasn't quite so They're just like, you know what I mean? You're the ones repressed. You understand if you're going on like a fucking campaign for like war and shit. Yeah, they probably had little fucking dolls to remind them of their wives back home. Can't exactly get on the phone. Sending a letter, you may be dead by the time it fucking arrives. By the time she replies, you're like fucking rotting in the fucking, fuck off. Everything we know is based on like what's now. Especially in the Roman days, I said they're sitting there watching that thing he's talking today. He's just talking about it. Basically, what's going on now? The rich elite. I had no idea that the fucking average emperor ruled between 4 and 8 years. The longest ones were like 30 years and 41 years. Isn't that some shit? Not at all what I thought. So the ones we've heard of have been like, I guess they ruled Rome for the longest, but it's like 30 to 40 fucking, but that's rare. So you're looking at emperor, more like president. The Praetorian Guard would often, if it was in the benefit of Rome, kill the emperor to move another person in and possibly sell off the fucking, you know what I mean? Just they did all kinds of fucked up shit. Secret Service, who was close to the president and who they're there to guard him, who believe that they shot him. Or one of them off duty who knows the fucking, the president's schedule. Would we know every fucking Secret Service person? No. From Reagan's detail, from fucking, Obama's detail, from where they go. They just go with him? Sure. He gets his own Secret Service. Is it the same people? What? Oh, we don't know? Yeah, no. What if one of them dies? They get new? But we all know how everything fucking works, right? We're so sure that we go down and vote and get mad, When the whole reason we can't have nice shit, the voters are uninformed. Sometimes purposefully, intentionally by the fucking system. Other times willfully. By clogged ears that don't want to hear nothing. We've got their mind made up of how things go, even if they're completely wrong. And then eventually it gets to a fucking situation where they do run across someone they do respect. And this is why this is like, no, it's actually against the law. Yeah? Yes, it's against the law. Doesn't the Constitution, no. And then they'll break out the thing and like, I could have swore those, no. He killed a lot of people. Yeah, he did. Who hasn't killed a lot of people in the name of the Constitution? Get out of here, you crazy kids. When Trump says we're doing better, the inflation's down, he means for the rich. We don't even exist. We're the working class. We're the workers. We don't. Suddenly several million illegals. Start making sense. We'd be the illegals in his book. We don't have the right. We're not landowners. They just don't want the original Constitution. And we're just now saying what the actual United States actually is. It's not like it's been complaining and pretending to be. That's just a fairy tale, man. It's propaganda. We feed our kids. I can't believe we haven't seen that. It's almost over. It doesn't matter. It's all biblical. It's all, sorry. Not sorry. It's all written down. And you'll know his name is the Lord. You know what I mean? Well, I didn't think it doesn't matter what you thought he meant, does it? When he says these things are having like this appearance in the sky, and like, well, I didn't see that. It doesn't fucking matter what you saw, does it? No. Well, I thought you meant it doesn't care. I don't care. You said I didn't say the Antichrist would be a fucking smart person. Oh, because you guys would flock to him and that he'd take over the world? That must mean he's smart? No, it means he's very fucking dumb, and the lowest common denominator flock to him. People that want a quick, simple answer to very complex problems. Very similar thing to what happened in Rome. They wanted a quick, easy fix, and so they just jumped from quick fix to quick fix because the emperors, those people running for it, were more worried about getting the throne. It's just like anybody. When I get my hands on it, I can do it right. We'll fix it. I know how to fix it. We can do this. Now, if they already know it's on a fucking collision course with fucking crashing, the best thing to do, hand it to an outsider. Doesn't know how anything fucking works. Who's known for crashing all kinds of shit, but this is controlled demolition. So yeah, but they don't see. They don't control this. So they need a reminder. Oh, the smell. It ain't weed. I don't know what it is, but yeah. That ain't weed though. So, yeah. I didn't think I'd be able to talk this long. I just really didn't have much to say besides my fingers not really hurting. I mean, it's hurting, but it's not. It's fine. It was fucking a bitch, though. So, I'll probably play some drums and stuff later today. I don't know. I slept so much yesterday. I don't know if I'm up for the day. I don't know if I'm going to be crashing back out. I've been up for a while and then just passed. If I sit around for a bit, guess I needed it. Did my exercising today. Come on, squats and shit. I'll probably start doing some of the stretching stuff today. A little bit here, a little bit. Get some crunches in. I'd rather do it just like in bursts throughout the day, rather than just knock it all out in one time. Maybe at some point in time I will. Just, 5-10 minutes in the morning. I'd just rather do it a little bit, It's kind of like, eating. Just eat a little bit throughout the day. Never full, never hungry. It works. I like it. Works good with drugs too, with the tramadol. Never really high, never really sober. Just yeah, I had to get up here a bit better. Almost, I got it now. I got it. I was just a lot of confused, not a little. I was a lot of confused, and I hope I never get better. Stay confused for a while. It's a good way to be, man. You don't ever know anything. Got suspicions, Only in hindsight, it's almost as good. Because you already knew it. Yeah? You already knew it. Time just didn't prove you right. Once you look at it, doing that kind of shit is just really like a chess game. Or like a local chess game, It's always going. Doesn't say, your people can be your people, you see what I'm saying? But you guys have a common enemy. Whatever that is. An ideology, whatever. You have a common enemy, so therefore you're on the one side. The side always seems to be advancing, right? And you're always trying to ward it off. Um, if that happens to take form of another town, another team, another whatever that thinks opposite of you, or because you're never going to agree that you'll never agree that touching children's okay, and they'll never agree that it's not. It's just weird that of all the things that upset the maggots, being called weird was the one that seemed to get them. It was just probably because they know what everything they do is wrong. But again, if you grow up with something, it's just normal. You guys are no, you guys are weird for not having, ice cream first thing on Thanksgiving. Then how come there's so many of us? Would you ever think that maybe this group are the right ones? Right, the majority, because I mean, the Bible does talk about that, but it's even smaller minority than the Christian sect is far too large and polluted to be what they hope to be. Remnant seed. If you look at an orchard, there's a remnant seed. Orchard's all gone bad except for this one seed. This one just hasn't taken root yet or anything. Remnant of the days when this was a very nice apple orchard. It sounds like it's a bunch of them. Going around slapping people and then being told you can't slap people is not persecution. It's just not. There's so many people that think being told that you can't do what you want to do is persecution. No, that is not persecution. But it sure is a great feeling being the victim, because then you're just righteous in your own skin. You don't prove shit to nobody. Oh no. Heard some news today that was, oh boy, that would explain a lot of shit about a lot of shit. But I'm not gonna go into that just yet. Gotta say something for future episodes. There's not many of these coming left. 220. I don't know, man. Who knows? Think by April. We'll know. Think by April, we'll know. I watched a thing about personal time, like time on the scale of time, and they tried to imagine like a loaf of bread, you know, and then when you try and talk about now, you're basically taking a slice of that bread. That really isn't. I mean, that's just where you slice it. That's what's now. And this thing, like if you were to look at if it was a translucent, you just see your life going from like, no, you wouldn't actually. It'd be like in the atom. Okay, if that loaf of bread is like 14 billion years, your timeline would be about this small. Even that big. Yeah. And a loaf of bread, it'd be tiny. It wouldn't be the length of the loaf of bread. Loaf of bread is all time. I don't know how long dinosaurs lived. Anybody know how long they lived? They lived about 300 years for it. I don't know. Turtles. Think about that. Turtles. I like turtles. Fuckers outlive trees. I've been around the world a couple times. Slow and steady. I wonder how long they would live, man. They were big ass fucking reptiles. Did they ever fuck? I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Maybe a Leviathan was a dinosaur, and they hadn't seen it at all. But God was sitting there going, "I can bring that back anytime I want to." You know, everything we know is normal is just normal because it's here. Anything not that would be alien as fuck. Human beings in like about 100 years are gonna seem fucking foreign as shit. And that's it. This keeps going the way this is going. And start going through like a yeah. Everybody's worried about like AI taking your job, and they were talking about how the Industrial Revolution, the machines didn't take away the farm jobs. It just made more workers here and there. So what would happen? More than likely, people would want to start investigating the stars because there'd be ships that'd actually be working and work properly. So the robots would build these huge fucking ships and or small ships, and you'd learn that and you'd fly and whatever, and you settle planets and shit, and the scale of the job just gets fucking huge. See, just salvaging cars, you're salvaging fucking planets and or fucking spaceships. Instead of being a pirate on the internet, you're a pirate in the goddamn universe. Actually flying a fucking ship. Until that level gets mastered. You see what I'm saying? By another fucking something. I can't even begin to think that far. Because I mean, I can see it to the very end. It's all just energy. The consciousness. Everything that's ever happened. Everything that will ever happen. And the only thing that will be left to do that hasn't happened yet would be just shut down, forget did it, and start all over from scratch. I mean, that we'd have to go through this loop here, this shitty loop, and then start it back over. You see what I'm saying? That's why God wanted to be like, dude, I had a quick little thing right here, and you guys made this fucking huge, painful ass goddamn loop. But it works, and I'm not going to go back and try to fix it. And what if it gets fucked up worse? You know what? I'm here. I'm not going to fix it. It's all fucked up. Tie that off, throw it away, but it has how it got here. So that has to be. That's how it got here. So unless you put like a save spot in there, we'll just start like, it's about to happen in like, a week or so. It's a save spot in that motherfucker. We'll just start from right there. Right? About a week before it fucking happens. All the other shit has to happen because it exists out there somewhere in negativity. You know what I mean? Basically, when it doesn't happen. Ties that loop. You come in, tie that loop off real fast, and shoot the fuck off. And it's always like, birthday. Basically, it's like, this sucks. Birthday. And then long fucking birthday. Man, this sucks. Birthday. No memory of how this all goes, but aside from that, it gets really fucking fun from here on out. This part sucked really bad. Let's close it, destroy it, put it behind us. We don't have to come back to that until the end of this run now, and this one, just worry about doing this run. That was just deciding what 0 to 1 is. Now let's run off this new scale. We'll find out whatever the infinity of that is, and then we tie that off, and then fucking find the next scale of that. Infinity 1, infinity 2, infinity 3. How many infinities can you fit into an infinifilm? Infinifilm. Whatever the fuck it is, and then you fucking put it in and then you keep... Oh, well, fucking shit. What? The entire universe is completely full of every possible option. What the hell of a run? Let's shut it down and start all over again. Let's hustle. This sucks. Oh, birthday! That's the way it was supposed to go. And someone butt in. That's the way it was always meant to go. Something happened. Doesn't matter. We're done. It's at the end. That's my take on it anyways. No. Love you, boo-boo. Always have. Always will. Some love in my pipe. I'm gonna head out and watch some TV. Wait for the end to arrive. I do believe it's very, very close. I'm just keeping my eyes on everything. I guess Trump's gonna have to be like fucking, like pants down, buck naked, spanked in the streets, revealed. That's so painfully obvious what's going on. He's a fucking demon. He's a goddamn devil. The devil? As fucking there were some comedians like that's kind of unfair. Ice-T. He's pretty bad, but he ain't as bad as fucking Trump now. Come on, man. Fuck. Jesus Christ, man. Some of it seemed kind of far-fetched until he told that girl it was the quiet piggy. I'm like, there it is. Some of it was a little far-fetched. Yeah, I mean, just they started talking about the beef jerky. And the chef, where he worked. I'm like, why did they take the picture down? Because they're sick motherfuckers. And then by the weight that they'd eaten, I was like, holy fuck. Everything they said about. Need some Viagra or something, guy. What's up? I keep putting you up and you keep going down. The weight's too much for you. Let's try and tighten you up here, guy. Now, stay. It's my best. Look at you. That's why I wasn't being loud. Sorry about the ear problems that happen right now. There we go. Need the headphones, even though I'm not going to use them. I'm just like, this is it. So-and-so radio. Coming to you all night with that smooth jazz. It's Bob and the Rockin' Hour. I got them all, man. I can't do a reggae channel. I wish I could. Fuck, I really wish I could do a reggae channel, but I can't. Whatever I do would come out offensive, and I don't want to do that. So I tell that person, like, say Jamaica, man. Come on. Jamaica. I'm like, hey, oh, fuck, that's fucking cool. It wouldn't matter if it was a guy, girl, whoever. Like, that's fucking, yeah, that is, man. I should have got up on top of that fucking thing I was standing on and done that. Is that the right one? Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I already taken my shower. Probably gonna take another one here, just cause. I'll probably turn the heater down too. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. 5 minutes short of an hour. Sorry, just can't do it. Gotta go.